There are four Nigerian players that I think deserve a very, very big move come this transfer window or the next transfer window in the summer. These four players are Bright Osai Samuel, who plays for Birmingham, Akwa Adams, who plays for Sevilla, Calvin Bassey, who plays for Fulham, and Alex Iwobi, who plays for Fulham. There are other players that I believe should get a big move, but you see these four players, I think we need to push them. Like we need to be doing better PR for them so that bigger clubs can begin to see them and sign them. Now, Akwa Adams, look at what he did yesterday. Sevilla was losing 2-0 to Elche. Akwa Adams came off the bench, in the second half. I think he came off after halftime. Scored 2 goals and helped Sevilla to draw that match against Elche. Akwa Adams is a very, very good striker. In terms of scoring goals, he's there. In terms of strength, he's there. Physicality is there. Speed is there. Dynamic and very, very diverse. He can play different positions. He can play as a number 9. He can play as a supporting striker. He can play, if you want him to play as a winger, he can. That's not his position, but he can. So he's a very, very dynamic player. Bright Osai Samuel should not be playing in Birmingham. Bright Osai Samuel is a very, very good fullback. With what we saw from him, during this AFCON, how he was so solid in that position. We did not miss a player like Olaino just because Bright Osai Samuel was there. So I think Bright deserves a big move from Birmingham to a bigger football club. Then Calvin Bassey. Calvin Bassey cannot stay in Fulham again. Calvin Bassey don't be past Fulham, I beg. Mo, come on, play. Calvin Bassey is bigger than Fulham right now. Calvin Bassey should be playing in a very, very big club. Calvin Bassey will start in almost every defense that you can think of right now. Name that defense that you think that Calvin Bassey cannot start. Calvin Bassey will start in Real Madrid. Calvin Bassey will start in Barcelona. Calvin Bassey will, which club will Calvin? If you can start in Real Madrid and Barcelona, then which club can you not start in? So Calvin Bassey deserves a big move, and I expect him to leave Fulham next summer if he continues playing the way we saw him play at the AFCON. Iwobi. There is no way Iwobi is staying in Fulham. There is absolutely no way. Iwobi has to move from Fulham to a bigger club where he can actually, express himself fully. You know that Fulham, most times, they play pragmatic football because of the size of their club and their ambitions. Iwobi is the kind of player that needs to play in a club that has high ambitions, a club that wants to play forward football, a club that wants to be on the front foot. One thing we saw with the Nigerian national team in the AFCON was that the Nigerian national team, in most of our matches, we played front-footed football. We were dominant, right? And I feel like Iwobi thrived because of that kind of football we're playing, that dominant football, from the midfield. So I think Iwobi deserves a big move, going to a bigger club. Tell me some of the other players that you think deserve a big move in the comment section.